This is Enoch, Communication Director at the Washington Conference, and we're at Auburn, and let's see what's happening here with Michelle. Michelle.
Hi, Enoch.
How are you doing?
I am doing very, very well. Good to see you.
It's good to see you too. I see you're busy.
I am. I'm in a little different office this year.
That's right.
I have the privilege of serving as Auburn Adventist Academy principal, in addition to the role at the conference office of VP for Education.
We're excited about that.
I'm excited as well. It's been so fun.
Okay. So what's going on at the school over here?
Oh my goodness, so many things. We started off this year doing a prayer walk for our campus. We had a group, it was supposed to be about an hour long.
Wow.
And Pastor Maxwell it was 2.5 hours going from room to room praying. We also have prayer groups. Instead of just putting people together and saying work together, we're saying this is your team. So every faculty meeting, they pray together, they share, we read together. So we just realized that prayer is instrumental to our success.
What are some specifics that we can pray for?
All of our schools, just that we keep our schools safe. This is an environment that things can happen, as you know. This world isn't great and our schools have been attacked. So just pray for safety for our kids. Here specifically at Auburn Adventist Academy, we have several students that are struggling financially to come. It's hard. It takes a lot to bring the kids here. So just pray for financial support. We added 2 new Bible teachers. We're very intentional with spirituality this year. We want our kids to have a prayer life and a personal relationship with Jesus Christ. And as you can well imagine, Satan doesn't. Friends, if you can just pray for protection for each of our, not only our student families, but also our faculty families as well.
Michelle, we're going to pray. We're going to pray for you.
We just got an email from a parent who said, thank you for the difference you make. Joe Underhill, VP, just came in, and a parent said after only 2 weeks of being here at the academy, they can notice the difference with their daughter. So the more you can pray, thank you. Yes, prayers.
Our schools are a mission field. Tell us about 7 advantages.
Ooh.
There are 7 advantages to Adventist education.
I am so glad you asked. Yes, several years ago, we were starting to look at what are the advantages? Why should somebody pay tuition and send their kids to one of our Adventist schools? We have tailored learning. We know our kids. Our classrooms are smaller. Our teachers know what is it that each of those kids need. And whether it's emotionally, spiritually, academically, we just tailor that learning. The other is lifetime friendships. We are about the power of moments. We can't kid ourselves that all these kids listen to us older people. So those friendships that we have, that intentionality, really is what they'll take away for a lifetime. Character development. We not only want them to academically succeed, but we want them for life. We want to make sure that they are contributing members of society, that they have integrity, they have character, they have basically Jesus in them for all that they do. Engaged service. We want our kids out in our community. I know that here at Auburn Adventist Academy, we ask that they have a certain amount of service hours to graduate. We want to make sure that our kids are out in our community. We are here to be that beacon of hope in our societies. We have this impactful teachers. We have over 125 full-time teachers. We have, when you add up all the support staff, we have over 500 that are pouring into our 2021 schools here. Whether it's a brand new teacher that has never taught before, whether it's someone who's been here for 20, 30 years, they are dedicated, and we have the best teachers. The family atmosphere. We make sure that these kids know that they are loved. And hopefully when people step onto our campuses, they say, it feels like a family here. So the last one, it kind of just wraps them all up together, and that is that whole person growth. We care about each one of the kids in the classroom. We care about our teachers. We care about our faculties. We care about our school communities, and we're especially intentional about those kids. We want to make sure that, they know how to add, subtract, and do what they need for skills, but how are they as a person? So that is really what we do.
Well, Michelle, I can tell you this. The month of October, we're going to be praying for our schools,
Thank you.
For our teachers, for our administrators, for our parents, and for God to continue to touch the life of kids through the ministry that is being done here. I am here with Joe Underhill, who is a vice principal for student life. And Joe, you're going to tell us more about the students, teachers, and how we can pray for them.
Hi, my name is Joe Underhill. We are really excited that you are taking some time to get to know us a little bit and to pray for us. We really appreciate your prayers. Come on, let's go visit some people. This is Jake. Jake is a senior. What do you love about Auburn, and is there anything we can pray for?
The people here, especially like some of the staff members, are really kind. They actually care about the students and they'll help us out with anything. And I really appreciate that because I need extra help sometimes. We all just need prayers for help getting closer to God and learning more about God and forming that connection, each of us individually here at Auburn.
Thanks, Jake. See you later, buddy. Pastor Pio Ortiz is one of our new Bible teachers. Brand new here. What have you found that you enjoy about our campus, and what's something that our church family can pray for you?
Definitely pray for wisdom always as I'm navigating a lot of new faces, a lot of new relationships coming here. The friendships and like lifelong commitments that we're going to be making here for sure.
I love being at Auburn. It's definitely a place where I was able to find a deeper connection with God, and I can attribute that to not just the place, but the people, of course. Wherever that we staff are able to stay healthy, stay strong, and to translate that love of Jesus as much as possible.
I love the energy of the students. They are excited and they have fun all the time.
Pray for is probably just like the health of your student athletes and how they're going through, and help them to balance and to keep on putting the student first.
Pray about is for helping seniors manage stress and all of that.
Senioritis kick in yet?
Oh yeah.
Honestly, I really enjoy being a dorm student. It's really nice to be part of a big community. And if I wanted anyone to pray for me for anything, it would definitely be great. So,
getting the academics down to tough, isn't it?
Yeah.
All right. Thanks, Chell. Have a great rest of your day.
It's kind of a big year applying to colleges. Taking a college class was just really hard, at least in the girls' dorm. It's such a good community and environment. Everyone's so welcoming. We always joke we're like a little family. And so it's like, oh, my little sisters kind of thing. It's so fun. I really enjoy it. And there's a lot of really good people on this campus.
Right here with Aubrey, our head dean here in the dorm. We've heard from some of your students that they love the dorm as part of what they've loved about being here at Auburn.
One thing to pray for is just to make sure everybody feels like this truly is their home, like a safe place where they can come, feel welcomed, accepted for exactly who they are, and just loved and get to know God through us and our example.
Awesome. Thanks, Aubrey.
No, we have now. But the biggest challenge that we've noticed is the social piece. So our education here is a holistic approach, mental, physical, spiritual, social. Coming out of COVID, social has really been a struggle. So kids getting along with each other, kids feeling good about themselves, a lot of insecurity. As a staff, we're constantly trying to encourage our kids that you are good enough. God calls you by name. Wow. So we have those conversations. We even have a special staff member, Kenita Lewandowski, who kind of manages if kids have a really hard day, they'll go see her. We have a speaker coming in next week for Week of Prayer to kick it off.
So you guys are already starting Pentecost 2025?
We started it this week with the 8th grade teacher forming ministry teams within the 8th grade class. and they've been going to the other classrooms to do devotionals.
Amazing.
We have a couple of amazing pastors who come in and help and do Bible studies. So beginning a school year, I handed out 9 Bibles, which is a tradition to students who were baptized over the summer. And so I think within the last 2 years, we've had close to 30 kids that have given their life to Christ. We're about to go into 5th grade classroom with our teacher, Jacqueline Padilla. She's amazing at how she builds relationships with the students, affirms them. Even the most cranky kid walks out of this classroom feeling like they're seen and that they matter.
I think my greatest challenge is learning how to work with students. The challenge is trying to make sure that my lessons are helping all students. Like, everybody feels like they are learning. Their achievements might look different than somebody else's achievements, so we're not comparing them. And so it's just learning how to work with new students this year. I want my words to always have meaning.
Us teachers have only so much that we can help the kids with. Pray for their families, pray for the struggles that we don't catch, because only God is able to help us with that.
By bringing the older students, connecting them with the younger students, it created more of a family environment in the building. Even though there's 217 kids, they get to know each other. And so several of the classrooms will have reading buddies. So this is 5th grade coming down to 2nd grade.
Baptized.
Oh, congratulations. So you know your classmates, you know your classroom. What is something that the people of Washington Conference could pray for your classroom?
So we could get a couple more things, like more books to read. So she can buy new stuff and decorate the classroom for like each holiday and stuff.
I'm with Uriah Johnson.
I appreciate the teachers and how they always want you to learn. And they're kind.
What do you think that the members of the Washington Conference could pray specifically for your classroom?
For the teachers, so they can do good.
Logan, what is something you really like about being at Buena Vista?
Just math.
What do you think is one thing that all of those people could pray for Buena Vista? What is something you'd like to ask them to pray about?
Maybe it could be that I could get some money.
Money. So we would have plenty of resources to operate the school.
Yes.
That's a great thing to pray about. Thank you, Logan. Appreciate it, and don't enjoy recess.
I kind of do remember.
I do remember. You